Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be playing a bit of a brew. I saw this deck 4-0 a daily a couple days ago, and it looks sweet because it's in Grixis colors, which are my favorite colors. So I figured I'd play it. But right now I think the deck's a little rough around the edges. It 4-0'd, so even though it's obviously perfect and nothing can be changed about it, I'm going to try something like make it flow a lot better. Like for right now, it's 61 cards, and I don't think it needs the lighthouse. As much as it pains me to say this, I don't think you should have time to dirtle around with lighthouse to make your card selection marginally better. I can see the drown yards because they are a very, 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 very slow win condition. But you could, it does actually serve a purpose where I guess lighthouse really doesn't. Though I might actually cut the drown yards too. I'm not sure about that. I, I'd like to have more colored producing lands than actual uh, random lands. So there's a Shimmering Grotto and a Woodland Cemetery. The Woodland Cemetery is green, is just for Ancient Grudge, and Ancient Grudge in this format gets nothing. No one plays with really any artifacts anymore. There's like what? Let's see, Innistrad. Only artifacts. I think there's like Witchbane Orb, Vessel of Endless Rest, and people don't play those anymore. I'm just like naming them because I'm looking at them. Let's see. Um, I guess some people can play Runechanter's Pike still. There's Grafdigger's Cage, I guess, though. So you're bringing an Ancient Grudge against Grafdigger's Cage. It seems pretty poor. Uh, Angel's Tome? No. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut the Ancient Grudges from the board right now because I don't want to play them, and I also want more one-drop removal spells because I think they're really good in this format right now. And I don't think Sever the Bloodline is extremely efficient. That's what it's doing. I actually really like the Curse of Deathhold. It's one way to really get the Falconwrath Aristocrats players in the Boros. It's very good against Boros as well. The only problem, of course, is that it costs 5 mana, so I might actually want like a third vessel, but I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a Sever just to, or I'll cut the Lighthouse to bring it down to 60 cards. 24 lands and a Traveler's Amulet. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet, but I definitely want some Tragic Slips. Since we're playing Curse, we probably want to favor black anyway, and this will kill, like, yeah, probably only like 6 removal spells in the main deck, in addition to some Severs. I'm just going to cut a Sever now. Rolling Tumbler seems fine. I really like Fettergeist. This is a sweet win condition. I don't want Snapcaster Mage in this deck, because it's... I don't even think I want Dissipate main deck. It seems good against the slow decks, like the Reanimator decks and the Miracle decks, but those decks are few and far between nowadays, so I'll keep this in the sideboard, because I have these Mirage Dissipates and they look sweet, but I'll try to find some space for something else, maybe. Tribute seems fine for those Geist decks. More Rolling Timbers and Human Frailties on the board looked fine. Not really sure what Evil Twin's for. Seems too slow against Boros, and I'd rather play my own Falconwrath Aristocrat, to be fair, uh, against Jund. So that seems like the best thing you can copy. Maybe a Wolfyear of Silverheart. If it copies Wolfyear Silverheart, that's actually pretty good. Maybe that's what it's for. I haven't played any games with Styx. This is actually like a complete blind pick. So what are we winning with? Devil's Play and Fettergeist? Those are our win conditions. And we just try to stabilize the board with Witchbane Orb and Curse. Maybe I want some Tamiyo's for extra win conditions. Need to restrict the search to not just artifacts now. Uh, 3 Severs should be fine. I don't want to lose to the Silver Hearts of the world, because that's the only thing that will get by through Curse. 2 Desperate Ravings seems fine. Mass the components, just a singleton. Tamiyo. I don't know where she went. I think when you put filters on, it just takes out all the planeswalkers because there's not a planeswalker button. So I'm just gonna hit reset and look for Tameo that way. Tameo just might be too slow for this deck, but it seems like something that could be missing. Just a way to stabilize the board and get incremental value over turn when you don't have a Fettergeist or Devil's Play. This deck actually probably wants more lands. I'd rather play more lands than a Traveler's Amulet. Like maybe... Oh, this could probably be a swamp. Maybe play like 25 lands. And the utility lands in this format are like Haunted Fingraph, which doesn't get anything back, and I guess Desolate Lighthouse. These are the other two win conditions, I guess. Fettergeist, Devil's Play, and Nephalia Drownyard. So maybe Stensia Bloodhall would be a little better than a Desolate Lighthouse. Though that card costs a lot to activate. You know, I'm going to actually add Desolate Lighthouse back in. I want another mana source. And I do not want Woodland Cemetery anymore. I'd rather have a swamp. Let's see, still a work in progress. I do like the 6 removal spells and the 2 ravings. Maybe we can look online for some similar lists. I know I saw one in the past. Maybe I just want another Vessel of Endless Rest, because now that I've added a 25th land, and I have 2 other mana sources, because I want to get these 5 drops as soon as possible, maybe I'll just add like another Tameo to make my hitting my land drops more rewarding. I wish there was a Prismatic Lens in this format. I really like Prismatic Lens in Thomas Farrell, but it's not in this format, sadly. They stopped printing like Signets and Prismatic Lens. They think 2 mana artifact artifact mana is too powerful. Like, I'd even settle for like Felwar Stone at this point. I like that card a lot. But we have like Manalith or whatever is an M12. It's not nearly as good. Actually like this main deck. Not sure what to change about it. I think I like where the 1-drop removals are at. It's good against Jund and Boros, which is my primary. I don't want to really metagame against anything else because those are the biggest decks right now. So I just want to make sure I can beat all their 1-drops, the Falconwrath Aristocrat, the 1-drops out of Boros, the Falconwrath Aristocrat out of Jund, and the Silverheart out of Jund. Those are my like 3 main worries. And Rolling Tumbler is fine against just random board states. Maybe I could do something against Reanimator, though I don't really have any nonsense black. The thing about Evil Twin, even though it kind of gets Wolfear Silverheart, that it doesn't seem too good, because I still have to wait a turn before I can kill their Silverheart, and they've already attacked me for at least 4 with it. So I'm just going to put another Sever in the board, and probably take out these Evil Twins, and opt for... Okay, well, wait. Why were the Dissipates in the original list? I assume they were in the original list to give you something to do on your 3rd turn, because on your 3rd turn you're either playing Fettergeist or flashing back Ravings, Alchemy, and leaving up Dissipate gives you another option. Or you could play Vessel, I guess. But only 3 mountains for Devil's Play. So mostly a black-blue deck? Not sure. Maybe Tameo's wrong for this. But I really like this card, and I want to play with it. So we're going to play with Tameo. This is how we build decks in formats that have stagnated. We just do what we like to do and hope it works out. Witchbane Orbs also, I want to keep these in the deck because I don't want to lose to Boros after I have my curses out. And Witchbane Orb also stops any random target you shenanigans. I can't think of any at the moment, but like Bonfire. Obviously Bonfire the Damned. Completely shuts down Bonfire the Damned, so they can't kill my Fettergeists. Fettergeist is gigantic, by the way. 25 lands, seems fine with 2 vessels. Okay, I like the main deck. The Master Components is just for more gas. Snapcaster Mage doesn't seem super good because it'd be only getting back a 1-drop and then probably dying, and it's only good if it flashes back Tragic Slip in that instance because I'd want to block with it. Let's look at the sideboard. What are we weak against? We're probably weak against our mana base, so yeah, it seems that's what we're weak against. The most, at least, other than blistering fast starts we can't do anything about. Maybe I want to take out and amass the components for like a Human Frailty or something, or another Tragic Slip, just so I can have more 1-drop removals. Because it feels like I'd want to board in Human Frailty and Tragic Slip in a bunch against Boros and Jund. Though, probably just Tragic Slip against Jund and not Human Frailty. So if I'm concerned about Jund, maybe I take out the Sever, put in the 3rd Tragic Slip, and only worry about 2 Severs to deal with Witchbane Wolf, Silverheart Wolf. And then these cards are good against both Jund and Boros, where Sever is not good against Boros at all. And then obviously I have the curses to deal with them if I ever get to that much mana, which is the goal. I guess since we're main decked against Boros and Jund, maybe we should worry about the more popular lesser decks like Reanimator and Zombies. So yeah, I'm really not sure when I'd board an Evil Twin. So maybe I just take them out completely and worry about Zombies. Evil Twin is actually pretty good against Draw's Messenger though. Well, not pretty good, but it's passably decent against Draw's Messenger. Maybe I just want Liliana's in here somewhere. Liliana's a sweet card that I like playing with. Liliana sort of gets Jund. I mean, I'd rather have Liliana against Jund than Evil Twin. So let's see. Well, what do I want to take out against Jund? Probably the Rolling Tumblers, like the Witchbane Orb, perhaps, depending on how they board, I guess. Let's try 2 Liliana. That sideboard seems kind of weird, though. Just a bunch of removal hate. I mean, against Reanimator, I don't have anything but Dissipates and Severs, which actually seems like a lot, to be fair. It's not as good against Angel of Glory's Rise Reanimator, but it's fine against like Gristlebrand, Gisela Reanimator. Yeah, I'm content trying this. Like, maybe the mana base needs a little work, but that's really one of the things you have to work on while playing the deck, not while building it. Like, I didn't change too much, I think. That would lessen my reliance on swamps and islands. Like, I actually made the mana base a little easier because I took out Dissipates, which were the only double costing spell other than Curse of Death's Hold. But I did add Tamiyo's, which cost 5, so it's not that big a deal. Whereas you usually want to play Dissipate on turn 3 or 4 to counter their Hellrider or their Falkenrath Aristocrat. So yeah, I'm gonna actually try this now. Change the land arts obviously, so they all match and don't look ugly. But yep, this is what I'm gonna run through the daily. I'll be back in time for round 1.